Hey, what's up guys? Chris here from MIXDOWN Online, and today I want to show you how to add space to your drum mix. Alright guys, so if this is your first time here, first of all, welcome, and please subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to share and to like this video if you think the video is useful for you. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so what I have here is the beginning of a mix of this song that I started to mix this weekend, and I only have the drums mixed up to now. Now the rest of the music is not mixed, so let's have a quick listen to what we have.
It's my condition, my complication. There's something in me out of position.
Alright, I'm gonna mute all the tracks except the drums. Okay, this is what I started with. I'm gonna have you listen to the original raw recording. Now what I wanted for this song was a huge fat drum mix. So this is why I went towards that direction, and this is what I get. Okay, so it's heavy, it's fat, it's warm, so it's in your face at the same time and punchy. I kind of like that. So let's talk about the reverb or room effect, I would say, okay? Because I don't have like large reverbs like a plate or a large room, okay? Now what I wanted to do is just to bring my drums into a space, just to bring it a bit more live and punchy. I didn't want to kill the punch. I didn't want the drums to sound like it was lost in space, okay? So I wanted to have something very short, right to the point, so I can keep the drums pretty much dry. So let's check what I have here. First, I'm going to mute all of my room effects that I have here. And I'm going to start with my room mic, which is only one microphone. These drums were recorded in my studio, and my room is a small size room. So on that recording, I was just lacking a bit of room effect. Okay, so if we listen to my room track. Okay, so it's pretty dry and a bit aggressive at the same time. So what I did, as an insert, I added the Ocean Way Studios plugin from UAD, which is a room emulation plugin, which emulates the rooms at Ocean Way Studios, basically. So it's like if I had my recording made at Ocean Way. So it's a very, very good sounded plugin. I love this plugin for drums and on other instruments as well. You can also use other plugins like the Reverence, right in Cubase, which has a nice preset, the studio preset, I believe, that is on this plugin. That sounds pretty good, actually, you know, so you can use that as well, or whatever plugins you have that can emulate a studio room. So I have that plugin as an insert in remic mode, 100% wet. In solo. Okay, only one mic, mono signal, and I have a bit of an EQ afterwards, and some compression. Okay, I'm not going to focus on these for now. Now the important thing here is the room effect directly on my room track. All right, so this is my mono room signal. And then I'm going to my effects channel track, where I have the same plugin with some different settings, and this time in stereo. Okay, so I have, going into that effects channel track is the bass drum, just a bit of kick, not much, the snare, the toms, and a bit of overheads. And this is what it sounds like with only that track, okay, only the effects channel track in solo. All right, and again, I have a bit of EQ before hitting the plugin. Okay, just filtering out the low end of the spectrum. Then I have a bit of compression just to add a bit more tail to the sound by using a fast release. If I remove the compressor, I'm going to bring it back. Okay, so now let's have a listen. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now let's check my room. I'm just going to bring it down a bit. We can hear the space around the drums, and the drums are still on the dry side more than anything else. Now, it doesn't feel like it's drowning into some huge reverbs and stuff, so by using a room, it just adds the space around the drums. Now what I have on top of that, for my snare and kick, I'm using a room sample. Now to do so, I used my sampler track in Cubase. So if you are a Cubase user and you want to know how I do some drum replacements in Cubase, doing this technique with the sampler track, check the link on top here. Okay, I did a video 2-3 weeks ago on the Produce Like a Pro YouTube channel explaining that technique in details. Links is on top and in the description down below. Check it out. Now I'm going to have you listen to the sample I'm using for the snare and the kick. Okay, so this is for the snare, very snappy. I kind of like that. And this is for the kick, which is the same type of room sample. The reason why I like working with room samples is basically to get something different than what I'm getting using my send effect, okay, my room send effect, which is one sound that represents a bit better the sound of my drums. But by using a room sample, I can get something a bit different with more color and something that adds to the entire mix, okay? Like in this case, I get something a bit more snappy and more defined. And you know, I have the same type of sample on my kick. I'm always careful with the kick not to add too much. My goal with the kick drum is only to feel that the kick is in a space without hearing the space that much. If we listen to these samples in context, okay, I'm gonna bypass them. So what I did on the room sample, I added a bit of saturation with the plugin Decapitator from Soundtoys, a bit of EQ, okay, and that's it. Same for the kick sample. Now let's have a listen with the music. Something I might do on this mix is to automate this room sample. For example, in the verse, I can just mute it and bring these samples on choruses and bridge only, okay? Because I kind of like the sound without the sample for the verse, but once we hit the chorus, let's go to the chorus. Sounds way better with the room samples. So this is what I do for this type of song, you know. So I'm not gonna apply this technique on all the songs that I mix, but I'll be honest with you, it's the way I like to start my drum mix. Afterwards, if I need something larger and something a bit more wet and a bit further away in the mix, now I'm probably gonna go towards a larger room reverb or a plate or something like that. So I hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and don't forget to share and to like if the video was useful for you. And again, if you're new here and not subscribed yet to this channel, consider subscribing. Guys, until next time, see ya.